Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and good morning. This is Ashima Shukla, your Current Affairs and Banking Awareness faculty on Entry platform, and in this video we are going to talk about all the major news events that have taken place in the past days. The discussion is going to involve all the major news events which are important from examination point of view. Also, for those who want to practice questions, for them we have a free live quiz which happens on Entry app. All you have to do is download app from the link which is provided in the description section below, and there you will be finding a free quiz for your practice of the session, whereas this session is going to be more of a note making and theoretical session. Let's begin the discussion with the first news event related to Dairy Sahakar scheme. This scheme was launched by the Union Minister of Cooperation, Shri Amit Shahji, who is also the Union Home Minister, that is, he's handling both the ministries. Now, where was it launched? It was launched in Anand, Gujarat. Now, we all know why this place is famous. That is because of the Amul factory, or Amul, the birthplace of Amul, which had brought wide revolution in India. This year was the 75th foundation year, 75th foundation year of Amul, and during that celebration this Dairy Sahakar scheme was launched. For this, an outlay of 5,000 crore rupees has been let out, and the implementation charge has been given to National Cooperative Development Corporation, NCDC, which is also working under Ministry of Cooperation. What is the purpose? The scheme is to boost the supplement ongoing efforts to strengthen the dairy sector in India and to help double the income of farmers and realize the vision of from cooperation to prosperity. So financial support will be given by NCDC for the eligible cooperatives so that they can do certain functions like bovine development, milk procurement, processing, value addition, branding, packaging, better exports, and various such other things. Then we have Edelgive Huron India Philanthropy List 2021. In this list, first we'll be talking about the ranking, and then we'll be talking about who are ranked in this. So first, the top rank was held by Azim Premji. He has the highest contribution. He is the founder and chairman of Wipro Limited, and his contribution stood at 9,713 crore rupees between April 2020 to March 2021 towards all the philanthropic causes to retain the second time in row in the top position. Shiv Nadarji, who is the founder and chairman of HCL Industries, he retained the second spot with annual donation of 1,263 crore rupees. India's richest man and the chairman of Reliance Industries, Mukesh Ambani ji, was at the third spot with the annual donation of 577 crore rupees. This report is compiled by Edelgive Foundation and Huron Research Institute, where this edition is the 8th edition of the report. The list ranks individuals from India who have donated 5 crore rupees or above between the 1st of April 2020 to 31st of March 2021, that is in the previous financial year, towards all the philanthropic causes. Then we will be starting with a few one-liners. The Chennai-Mysore-Chennai Shatabdi Express has become the first train of Southern Railway to receive Integrated Management System, or IMS certification. It has got certificate for the world-class maintenance of train, for the environment-friendly resources, for convenient and safe travel of passengers. Now, it is the only second mail or express train of India to receive this certification, and the first Shatabdi, which was the first train to receive this, that was Habibganj Hazrat Nizamuddin Habibganj train, which is also called as Bhopal Express train. This was the first train to receive this certification. Under this certification, there are 3 ISO marks that are given. These are very important. So what are the ISO marks that are given? First is 9001 2015. Then we have 14001 in 2015. And the third being 45001 2018. These are the three ISO certifications for world-class maintenance, environmental resources, and convenient and safe travel of passengers. Next is Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji, who dedicated the nation's Sardar Patel Leadership Center at Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, which is located in Missouri. Now, this was dedicated on the Unity Day on the occasion of his birth anniversary or Rashtriya Ekta Divas. He is also known as Father of All India Services. Microsoft Corporation has surpassed Apple Incorporation and has become the world's most valuable publicly traded company as per or according to the MCAP or market capitalization. Apple had held this position for more than a year at 2.46 trillion US dollars, and Microsoft has crossed it with 2.49 trillion US dollars. Center has appointed former Supreme Court judge, that is Justice Ashok Bhushan Ji, as the new chairperson of the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal for a duration of 4 years or until the age of 70 years, whichever comes earlier. He is a former Chief Justice of Kerala High Court and a former Supreme Court judge as well. NCLAT itself was formed in the year 2013 via the Section 410 of Companies Act. Justice Ramalingam Sudhakar has been appointed as the new president of the quasi-judicial body National Company Law Tribunal or NCLT for a duration of 5 years or till he attains the age of 67 years. He is a former Chief Justice of Manipur High Court. Financial services firm KMPG has announced the appointment of senior partner Yezdi Yagarpurwala as the new Chief Executive Officer or CEO for the Indian division for a duration of 4 years, effective from next year, that is February 7, 2022. Then we have the 5th edition of 3-day-long Ganga Utsav, which has been organized from 1st to 3rd of November 2021, completely in a virtual format. Now, this Ganga Utsav, the river festival, was not only dedicated to the river Ganga, but also all the rivers of country, or you can say celebrating the Nadi Utsav or the river festival. It was not completely restrained to river Ganga. It was organized under the leadership of Union Minister of Jal Shakti, that is Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat Ji. Here you need to remember that the river Ganga was given a national river title in the year 2008 on 4th of November, and this annual event is organized by National Mission for Clean Ganga NMCG with Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Sports has upgraded 3 existing sports facilities as a Khelo India Sports Centre Excellence. These are Guru Gobind Singh Sports College in Lucknow, Chhatrasal Stadium in Delhi, and Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Chennai. With this, the total number of KISCs has been increased to 27 now all over India or pan-India. Center has constituted an empowered group of secretaries to review and monitor the mechanism and development and implementation of PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. Cabinet Secretary is going to be the head or chairperson, and it is going to be a 20-member empowered group of secretaries, and the member and convener is going to be the head of logistics division. Then we have the 7th Indian Navy frigate of P1135.6 class, which was launched at the Yantar shipyard in Kaliningrad in Russia. The ship has been named as Tushil, which is a Sanskrit word for protector shield. The project is also called Talwar class, and Talwar class frigates are built by Russia for Indian Navy. Then we have the critically endangered New Zealand long-tailed bat, which has been named as New Zealand Bird of the Year 2021 recently. It's the only land mammal of New Zealand It's the long-tailed bat and the only land mammal, which is also known as long-tailed wattled bat or Peka Peka Tura. The Bird of the Year competition is organized by New Zealand-based independent conservation organization of Forest and Bird. Wax has been chosen as the word of the year by Oxford English Dictionary in 2021. Government of India and World Bank have inked a $40 million health project agreement for the state of Meghalaya recently to improve the quality of health services, the management, governance capabilities, and future health emergencies. Asia Development Bank or ADB has approved a loan to support Government of India's National Industrial Corridor Development Program. The loan is a $250 million loan approved for the same. The loan is the first sub-program of $500 million which will be used to develop in 11 industrial corridors in a total of 17 states, and these loans are going to be given by Asian Development Bank. It will also help in working towards climate resilient and sustainable infrastructure in the country. Union Minister of State Independent Charge Earth Sciences Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji has launched a Samudrayaan project. It is the first manned ocean mission launched at the National Institute of Ocean Technology, which is located in Chennai. It's going to have deep underwater manned vehicles to perform subsea activities. Due to this mission technology, India has joined an elite club of nations which has currently USA, Russia, Japan, France and China. There are a total of 5 countries in total who have conducted this manned mission, and now India is among those. The code name of this deep water manned submersible is Matsya 6000. Matsya 6000 is the code name of it. Mukhyamantri Awasiya Bhudikar Yojana was launched by Madhya Pradesh government, and it aims to provide land plots to families who are not having land to build their homes. Then we have Ramki Enviro, which inaugurated world's first and India's largest landfill gas to compressed biogas plant at Hyderabad Integrated Municipal Solid Waste Site. The project will convert the landfill gas into compressed biogas as an automotive fuel, or it's going to be used as an automotive fuel. India's largest aromatic garden was inaugurated at Lal Kuan of Nainital district of Uttarakhand, which has a total of 140 different aromatic species. Finance Ministry has approved 8.5% return on employees' provident fund deposits for 2020-2021. It has been kept unchanged for 2019-20. Ryan ten Duche is a cricket all-rounder from Netherlands, and he has announced his retirement from international cricket recently. A book with the title Aims Mein Ek Jang Ladte Hue has been written by former Union Minister of Education Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank ji. Axis Bank has signed an MOU with Indian Navy to offer defense services salary package. So the name is Power Salute, and the bank is going to provide various benefits to all ranks of Indian Navy, veterans and cadets, including the personal accident cover, children education grants, permanent disability cover, partial disability cover and air accident cover as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji addressed the COP26 Glasgow Climate Summit. This climate summit was organized in Scotland, where he highlighted that India is going to reach the net zero carbon emission by the year 2070 with the progress that we are making now. Apple Festival was organized for the first time in Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir, and was inaugurated by the Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar ji and Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha ji recently. 15th India-Israel Working Group meeting was held, and the Indian delegation was led by the Defense Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar ji, and the Israel delegation was led by Director General of Ministry of Defense Major General Amir Eshel. The meeting was held to review cooperation in defense and decided to set up a task force to enhance defense cooperation. Rakshak Mehak, who is from Jammu and Kashmir and a part of India team for the deaf, who has won bronze medal in World Deaf Judo Championship. This championship was being held at Paris, Versailles in France. National Sports Awards for the year 2021 were announced recently by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, and the awards were given by the President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind ji. Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, or IREDA, has launched a whistleblower portal as a part of celebration of Vigilance Awareness Week 2021. This portal has been developed to help IREDA employees to raise concerns related to fraud, corruption, abuse of power, and various other things. The e-commerce marketplace Flipkart has signed an MOU with Ministry of Rural Development to support the ambitious Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission, or DAYNRLM program. This is a part of Flipkart's Samarth program, which is basically to support the skilled craftsmen, weavers, artisans, and help them bring online or sell online via the Flipkart marketplace. So under this program, there's going to be e-commerce knowledge and training around the onboarding, marketing, account management, and how to handle this online stuff to help empower the local businesses and self-help groups and bringing them on the online platform. Competition Commission of India has approved acquisition of 100% shareholding in Exide Life Insurance Company by HDFC Life Insurance Company recently. With this, we'll be winding up this segment, and I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Till then, have a great day ahead and take care.